I now have evidence that I can share, like that I don't have to sit on and wait. I have evidence that I can share that has to do with one of my investigations that's closed.
Well, more than a week after those alarming accusations by a Buffalo police detective who alleged cover-ups inside Buffalo schools, we are hearing from that detective yet again.
Detective High went once again on the podcast called Unsubscribed to explain how he believes the district is covering up abuse. 2 on Your Side's Nate Benson joins us with the latest tonight. Nate?
Yeah, good evening, Scott and Mary Ellis. On a new episode of the Unsubscribed podcast released over the weekend, Buffalo Police Detective Richard High goes into greater detail about how he believes Buffalo Public Schools are intentionally covering up incidents of abuse happening at the schools. Detective High described it like this.
If I have a sexual assault between 2 children at the school, what the school will do sometimes is they'll call it in and make it information only or juvenile trouble, right? So these things do not elicit an investigation.
He also alleges that a school won't properly label an incident that is reported to them, even if it happened off school grounds, so the district doesn't want the stigma of it happening at a school.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make it information only and then fill it out, case closed. Hey, this person says that they were touched. We don't know no further information, case closed.
And some of the data we've uncovered would seem to support that. Last week, we told you there were more than 17,770 incidents at Buffalo Public Schools between September 2021 and April 29, 2025. 54% of those were labeled as miscellaneous or a vague school other category. We went back and looked at some of the recent incidents at the schools that were high profile enough for the district to send out a press release. The incident on April 1st, where 2 students ingested THC gummies and a teacher was placed on administrative leave, was labeled as school other when police were called. The incident on February 12th, where someone entered the Charles R. Drew Magnet School, approached a child, and allegedly attacked a staff member, also labeled as school other. That also happened at 2 shelter-in-place incidents at McKinley High School and one at Riverside in March 2024 due to fights reported as school other.
Now, the only way that we can find that on BPD is if I search information only at that address, which never happens. Why would I search information only? There's no criminal aspect to it. There's no investigation needed. And that's how they bury it.
Now, the only response from the district tonight was a statement that said in part due to ongoing investigations and litigation and not to compromise the integrity of the investigation, the district will not make a comment at this time. On Your Side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.